Hello everyone, today I'm going to be teaching you class 5 mathematics chapter 4 and 5 which is factors and multiples. So anyways, let's start. Okay, so first we're going to be learning about what is a factor. So a factor is a number that leaves no remainder behind after it divides the specific number. So when, for example, when we divide 18 by 6, we get no remainder. So 6 and 3 is a factor of 8. So when we multiply these two, we'll get 18. And it has no remainder behind. Next, we are going to be learning about multiple. Multiple is a number we get by multiplying a given number by another. So for example, 2 into 3. 2 into 3 is 6. Now 6 is a multiple of 2 and 3. So whatever number you multiply, you will get a multiple. So for example, I want some multiples for 7. So whatever number I multiply by 7, the answer we get is a multiple of 7. Okay, it's also the answer is also the multiple of the number we are multiplying by 7. Next is some points to remember. So 1 is a factor of every number and every number is a factor of itself. So whatever number, every number we can multiply and it's a factor. So 1 and 2, so if we divide any number by 1, we will get 0. 0 because it's going to go 1 as itself for every number. Okay, now and every number is a factor of itself. So for example, I want factors of 5. So first, when we multiply 5 into 1, we get 5. So number is a factor of itself. So 5 we are multiplying and 5 is a factor of itself. And 1 is the only number which has exactly one factor. So we cannot divide 1 to any more parts. So 18, we want to divide it on how many ever parts, but it has to be equal. So factors of 9, some factors of 9 is 9 itself. So 1 is a factor of 9. 2 is not a factor of 9 because if we multiply 2 by any number, we don't get 9 as the multiple. So 2 is not a factor of 9. 3. 3 is a factor of 9 because 3 into 3 is 9. So basically, whatever number you want factors for, you have to get the answer as the number. Okay? And 1 is the only number which has exactly one factor. 1 has a factor which is itself. So it is a unique number. Okay? Next is every number has a fixed number of factors. Every number has a fixed number of factors. Example, 9 has factors 1, 3 and 9. Here you can see 1 is a factor of 9 because 9 into 1 is 9. 9 is a factor and 1 is a factor. Okay, and 3 into 3 is 9. So you don't need to put 2 3's here because both of them are the same number. So 3 is a factor. 3 into 3 is 9. Multiples of any given number are unlimited. For example, so you can keep on going multiplying. So a factor is basically dividing, and multiplying is multiples. So 5 into 1, 5. 5 into 2, 10, 5 into 3, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You can go on forever. Next is various types of numbers. Now there are two types of numbers, which is even number and odd number. First let's learn even number. A number having digits 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 at its ones place is called an even number. For example, let's say 100. Its ones place has 0, so it's a even number. 202. Its ones place has 2, so it's a even number. Now let's move on to odd numbers. A number having digits 1, 3, 5, 7 or 9 at its ones place is called a odd number. For example, 1001. It has 1 in its ones place, so it is a odd number. 579. It has 9 at its ones place, so it is a odd number. Next is a common factor. Common factor is basically where to find common factors for two numbers, it needs to have a few of the same factors. For example, I want common factors for 6 and 8. I first multiply 6 into 1. 6 into 2, 2 into 3, which is 6. And you are asking why am I not going on? 3 into 2 is 6. So basically this is the same, but we're just switching it. So you just have to draw a U shape here, and then you just write down the factors like this. Okay, so you have to make sure that after the number you're writing, whatever number you multiply it with it's the next number. Okay, next. So the factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6, the number itself. Now factors of 8. 8 into 1 is 8. 2 into 4 is 8. So now 4, it's after 5. So you're asking why am I not going on to 3? Because in 3 table there's no 8, so that's why. But there is 9, which is one number extra, so we're not going to take it. So next is 4, which has 8. 4 into 2 is 8. So this is just switching, so you don't need to write it again. But for you to understand, for it to be easier, you can do that. But I did it like this for less space. So the factors of 8 is 1, 2, 4 and 8. And the common factors are 1 and 2. So 1 and 2. Here you can see 1, 1. In both of the numbers has 1. So that's basically a common factor. It's common in both of the numbers. Next number which is there in both of the numbers is 2. So 2 is a common factor between both of them. Now 3. 3 is not there in any of these. 4. It's not there in any of these. 8 is not there and 6 is not there. So common factors are 1 and 2. Next is prime numbers. Numbers which have only two factors, 1 and the number itself, are called prime numbers. So 9 is not a prime number, but you'll know what 9 is afterwards. Now 3. 3 is a prime number. So whatever number we multiply, we cannot get 3 except for 1. 1 is a factor always. So 3 is a prime number which only has one factor, I mean 2, because it always has the factor itself. Next is some examples are 2. So 2 we cannot divide any other further rather than 1 and the number itself. So it is a prime number. Now some more examples are 3, 5, 7, 11, 19, etc. are some prime numbers. Next are composite numbers. Numbers having more than 2 factors are called composite numbers. So I told you 9 is a composite number. You're saying, sorry. So numbers having more than 2 factors are called composite numbers. So 4 you can divide it. So there's the factor 1. There is 2 you can divide. And there is 4. There's 2. So it's a composite number. 9 you're saying how is it not a prime number? That is because 3 into 3 is 9. It does not have only 2 factors. It has 1, it has 3, and it has 9. It's 3. It's more. So it's a composite number. Etc. are some composite numbers. Next we are going to be learning about HCF. HCF is also known as the highest common factor, is basically the highest of the common factors between the numbers. So again we're taking the 6 and 8 example. I've already explained you this. Now the common factors are 1 and 2. HCF, in the name itself, highest common factor. Which is the highest here? Yes, it's 2. So HCF is 2. Next is LCM, also known as the least common multiple. It is the smallest common multiple that is common to 2 or more numbers. So examples are, so first the steps to get LCM are to just list out some random factors of both of the numbers. Now find the first common multiple. So here I listed out multiples of 4 and 6. So some multiples of 4 and 6 are 4 into 1 4, 4 into 2 8, 12, 16, 20 and 24. I think that's enough. And then multiples of 6. 6, 12, 18 and 24. Now first you found this and you found this. You're not going to be working with 24 because it's more than the least common multiple. Least as in the lowest. So 12 is the least common multiple. So as we want the least common multiple, 12 is the LCM of 4 and 6. Now next is co-prime numbers. Two numbers which do not have a common factor other than 1 or 2 numbers whose HCF is 1 is called co-prime numbers. So HCF has only 1 or 2 numbers. It cannot be more. So example 7 and 10 are co-prime numbers. One second here. Here you can see HCF. In this example, this is a co-prime number because it only has two common factors. So it is a co-prime number. And that is it for this part 1 of the lecture 1 of this chapter. There are more episodes coming for this, but for now let's only work with this. Okay, anyways, hopefully you all understood whatever I said. So, bye.